Hello, hello everybody, we are back. I have a different microphone here and headset. Let's see how this is gonna go. Had quite a few issues on yesterday's video and it just really irritated me. So now we're gonna see how this goes. So this mic is a wireless headset with a plug-in mic. It's like a $69 mic. I don't like to spend a whole lot of money on headsets in general because normally I find them very uncomfortable. Um, and when I am not streaming, I typically will just listen to everything out loud on the TV rather than having a headset on. Alright, we will be doing our alphas today. Alright. We've got a long way to go on our Concord Pass for the alphas. Oh, I need to get rid of that one. So that is kind of my goal for today is to get some Concord Pass done. So far as I can tell on my end, it sounds alright. I don't notice any weird distortions yet. And because this headset is wireless, the unreliability of the auxiliary port should not come into play, although I don't know how it will act as the battery gets lower. I can always plug it in if needed, but we'll find out how things go today. Need to make sure I actually grabbed all of my missions.
Autopilot engaged. Undocking.
Oh jeez.
Warp drive active.
So we are... We're at
Warp
like
drive
level
active.
2 of the Concord Pass, and I need to be at like level 10 already. Hey, Ism, good to see ya. How you doing? You feeling a little bit better? That's good. That's good. Today's just a day where I've got my Twitch stream open, listening to the new microphone and headset to see if I notice any weird distortions or anything. It is a wireless headset, so at least we won't have the aux port causing us problems like I assume happened yesterday. Ah, well, you best be safe getting to the clinic, alright?
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
So we are at 473 million out of 1.4 billion. So not too far off, but still a long way to go.
Enemy ships detected.
Yep, still aiming for the prophecy once we hit Tech 7. It really just depends on the cost of either the prophecy or the Myrmidon is what we end up with. Because both of them will do us just fine, but I think the prophecy is slightly better for an Alpha. And definitely better for an Omega.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack. We're under attack.
Let's see, we should be... We're about 52 days away.
We're under attack.
And unfortunately, because I am
We're under attack.
training skills on my mains, I cannot train skills on my alts. Or my alphas. Kind of a rough scenario.
Shield damaged. Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Let's see what the market is looking like. Prophecy sitting at 198 million. Myrmidon is sitting at 179 million. That's a really good price. That's probably the best price we're going to see for a long time. If it hovers around 179 million for a while, we could probably get a buy order for like 150 or
Enemy
140.
ships detected. We're under attack.
Today will probably be a more normal kind of stream day where I can kind of relax and do missions until I decide to end it for the day. Yeah, it'd be nice to have prices come down on the market for a little while.
Enemy ships detected. We're being warp scrambled.
I know at some point today I'm gonna have to jump over to my main
We're under attack.
and launch the PI. God, if only I could fly a battle cruiser at Tech 6. It would be so nice.
Warp drive active.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a pretty penny when you sell that. What is it, usually in when you sell them? Is it like 2.3 billion or something like that?
Enemy ships detected. We're under
Oh,
attack.
Twitch is crashing for you, huh? Yeah, I don't have any issues on my end. It'll be you.
We're under attack.
This wave is taking a while. Yeah, I've got mobile running myself, so I can hear myself. And it seems to be fine on my end. So I don't know. Twitch does Twitch things.
Enemy ships detected.
Man, I really am quite upset at the audio issue yesterday. That was 40 minutes of me not really knowing that it was going on. That sucked.
We're under attack.
Because I usually rely on the audio mixer on OBS to catch any weird noise, but it just doesn't pick up that static noise that we had yesterday in the Dormant Realm when I entered it, and it would randomly cause static once in a while, and it was very often yesterday. Yeah, I don't know why that static noise triggers when I'm either undocking or when I enter Dormant Realm. but once it starts, it doesn't go away until I unplug that microphone and replug it in. Just very odd.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
That's okay, we've got a new headset now though. And it's wireless, so I don't have to worry about the aux port messing anything up. Yes, sir. No problem.
Enemy ships detected.
So, in 1 hour yesterday,
We're under attack.
doing Dormant Realm 10, each of my characters
under
got
attack.
150 million, give or take. So it was like 450 million for an hour. That's pretty good. I think that's only about 50 million more than what my marshals do running missions, though.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
With, accreditations. Commendations, sorry. With commendations, I think, my marshals get close to that number. Yep, definitely need to talk. At some point. Did we get, rewards for bugs? Like 200,000 free SP? That'd be nice. Rewards, 200 KSP. Okay. I think I saw something like that recently. Didn't we have one of those come through? This is the one I was thinking of, okay.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
So it's funny, I guess I didn't look very well, but the headset I bought, doesn't tell you how long the battery is supposed to last in it, like anywhere, but it tells you that it's going to take 4 hours to charge from empty. Oh, there we are. In really fine print, it says 50 hours of battery life with USB-C charging.
We're under attack.
So the battery indicator on this headset in particular is just a green, yellow, or red light, and it's like behind my ear, so I can't actually see it when it's on my head. So I'd have to take it off just to look at it.
We're under attack.
Ooh, 1.7. That's a really good bounty tick for these characters. That's a really good bounty tick for these characters. I keep reaching for whatever cord might be around me because I'm so used to having corded equipment, but I've been slowly working my way into wireless equipment through everything I have.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack. We're under attack.
You know, it's really funny. About 4 years ago at my work, the gentleman whose position I took over when he left had bought a wireless mouse and keyboard for like $14 and to replace his work mouse and keyboard that he had at the time, and he just kind of left it behind when he left because it had no value to him. We've only ever had to change the batteries in it, I think once now, and it's been at my workplace for over 4 years. And that is the same, I bought the same mouse and keyboard for home use, and it's been fantastic. That's what you see me using here.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
Yes, Logitech. Like I said, it was like $14, 20 something dollars, somewhere in that range. I've been actually very impressed with it. It's way more accurate than I expected it to be, uh, and it's not uncomfortable to use. It's a little bit small, I would say, but it's actually really quite nice. I don't use the keyboard nearly as much, because I was intending to use the keyboard and mouse for EVE Online when I was playing that, along with a few other games, so I could play on my TV and sit back. But
Enemy ships
I don't
detected.
play those games all that often, so it just kind of sits around. The mouse gets the most use.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
I'm willing to bet that these things could probably survive like a really low tier Dormant Realm. Oh, there's the reward message there.
We're under attack.
Lantern Festival. Oh. Okay. Oh, but none of it I actually need. Darn it. Why couldn't one of these have been the... Why couldn't one of these have been the,
Fleet
Oh, well, I
mode.
guess we'll reprocess it.
Warp drive active.
Actually, I wonder if that MOA one has... No, it won't have it. see what this one looks like. Because I really did like the Illusory Ghost. Oh, that's wild looking. That looks really cool on the Moa. Honestly, I like that a lot. I wonder what would be most beneficial to me.
Enemy ships detected.
I think if I reprocess those, I can get some materials I can sell, right? Or does it become, clone bound?
We're under attack. Enemy ships detected. We're under attack. We're under attack.
Man, that is too bad. The Vexor option wasn't in there. We were so close to having a free nanocore for these characters. Is that the first time they've actually given out a nanocore?
We're under attack.
I think that's the first time they've ever done that.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
Cannons, railguns, lasers, railguns. I guess I've just missed all of those. That's the first time I've actually seen it. Yeah, I mean, the only reason I would open them is to either reprocess them or analyze them. Try to get lucky with, like, upgrading your AI core stuff.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack. Shield damaged.
Two 200,000 SP is gonna be nice as well.
Enemy ships detected.
What day was the Lunar New Year for the Lantern Festival? What is that? That is what that is, right? I'm not mistaking two different events. Because it says it's coming. So what, are we gonna get another loot crate in the next, like, week or two?
We're under attack. Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
Oh, hi Jenner. Good to see you. Thanks for helping out yesterday. You ended up saving the VOD. Because otherwise, if I'd have not known, it would have just been absolutely muted, or destroyed from existence. What do you boys think we'll get in the next set of loot crates? Because you know they're coming.
Enemy ships detected.
You think it'll be like a repeat event?
We're under attack.
No, for the lantern thing. Lantern Festival. Because that's a name. The Lantern
We're
Festival.
under attack.
So. You think they're gonna, like, do a repeat of previous stuff, or you think they're gonna release something new?
Enemy ships detected.
Yeah, I can't think of what they would do new, but also the expectation is that you can't expect what they will do. We can look at content from EVE Online, but we already know Marauders have been put off for quite a long time now.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, hard to know what's coming when there is no roadmap. But that's why it's fun to guess and just see if you're right. I wonder if they're gonna release a new high-sec capable ship, capital ship. Because we've got two now. Why not throw a third into the bunch?
Enemy ships detected.
One of my ships is unhappy. Yeah, a tactical destroyer would be kind of cool. I do like the Jackdaw. I'd also like to see, like the Proteus and the Tengu. I think those would be really fun.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
You know, if we get the Proteus or the Tengu, I might consider continuing these accounts. Ooh. What are you planning to do with the capital railguns? What? You just
Fleet
throw them
move.
on your,
Warp drive active.
what are you gonna fly? Are you still gonna be flying the, Cyan? Or are you gonna be going into a railgun dread? Yeah. Although, I do think that since you have the fighter skills for your Cyan, you
We're
really should
under
consider
attack.
the Hubris. I know it's quite a bit uglier, and it's usually gonna be
Enemy
armor
ships
tank,
detected.
but it does share fighters and capital railguns.
We're under attack.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if I had stayed with the Cyan by the time the Lancer Dreads were released, I probably would have ended up in the Hubris
Shield
instead
damage.
of the Phoenix Bodyguard.
Enemy ships detected.
Yeah, just having the ability to have, I think it's like 6 fighters that you can have. So it's not a whole lot, but it does share those, light fighter size with railguns and light fighters. Yeah, definitely got some cool animations on the turrets. It's very similar to the Revelation in the main for that animation. I'm like 48 out of 60 crates right now in order to get the Lancer Dread.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
So I'm really hoping that I can get them soon, because I've been sitting on the Lance itself for actually a long time. And I have to choose between the Hubris or the... I have to choose between the Hubris or the Vane. The Vane can use missiles. They're both armor. But the Hubris can use the railguns, which I need to skill into, because the missiles just are not good for long-range combat against small ships. And the Hubris having fighters is a nice addition. It means the fighters can deal with things while I deal with other things with the main weapons.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack. We're under attack.
the fighters make a huge difference in dealing with smaller ships. It's like the Hubris is like the prototype to the bodyguards. It was the first dreadnought to have a secondary weapon system to deal with smaller ships. Other than the Cyan, which ended up being able to equip high slot weapons, and then had fighters as its main weapon.
Enemy ships detected.
The Cyan was quite the change in pace for Eve Echoes. We went from, yeah, we're just gonna follow the Eve Online rules with a little bit of wiggle room to, yeah, let's just blow everything out of proportion and get a high-set carrier that has high-slot weapons and fighters. And can go through high-set and not care. It was quite the jump.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, and then ever since Cyan released, we've been getting some really wild ships. The Phoenix Bodyguards, the Lancer Dreadnoughts, Lucent Moon.
We're under attack.
All but one doesn't exist
We're under
for EVE Online. The Lancer Dreads actually exist.
attack. Shield damaged.
We've also got the Versatile Assault ships, which I can't remember if they actually exist in EVE Online. I haven't looked in a long time, but I'm pretty sure they do. But they work very differently, if I remember. They act more like a carrier that has bombers rather than like the destroyer bomber fighter mix thing in EVE Online.
Enemy ships detected.
I would almost agree with you, if not for the fact that we literally haven't seen any of these ships come to EVE Online. And they really should have these ships. we at 500 million yet? I know we're probably a test bed for monetization though. EVE Online has been looking for a new way to monetize its content for a long time.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Look at that. That was all of our missions. Go ahead and see what we can roll next. What? How did I miss a mission on each character? What? Oh, there it is.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, if Cyan or Lucent was released to EVE Online, the entire game would change forever. I mean, they've never had any capital ship other than freighters in HiSec. So to be able to take a capital ship that is more potent than their usual capital ships and allow it to be in HiSec doing all the content it wants, that's gonna change the entire environment of EVE Online. You know, people will be hunting them down religiously. You think it's bad here? When if those ever get released to EVE Online, you will see them hunted to extinction.
We're
People already
under
hunt
attack.
Marauders in HiSec because good loot, and they can do it with really cheap ships. Imagine if they could hunt a
Shield
capital
damaged.
ship in HiSec and try to eat it out of existence.
Enemy ships detected.
I really just want to see that one, like, in the future, if it ever happens. I want to see a video where some guy is just ratting in a Cyan in high sec, and all of a sudden, like, 700 people enter local and jump him. That'll be the funniest video.
Enemy ships detected.
It is okay. You will survive. Just get another heal in. What are you doing with my ship? Stop it. I don't mind the encounter cap. It is actually a really good way to catch bots.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
But I don't really know how they're identifying the difference between a bot and their AI system. That's the only thing that kind of confuses me.
We're under attack. We're under attack. Enemy ships detected.
Yeah. I'm assuming, from a
We're
technical
under
standpoint,
attack.
a bot is going to be much more efficient and much
We're under
faster
attack.
than their AI system, meaning the bot will automatically move to wherever it needs to
Enemy
go,
ships detected.
grab a mission, warp to the mission,
We're under attack.
and lock everything up as soon as it lands, whereas the AI system, it waits until it's targeted
We're under
and then it
attack.
locks. A bot is also going to,
Shield damaged.
I guess, typically stay on target, whereas the AI will swap between targets, whether you want it to or not. So I'm sure there's like various little instances that are giving it away, as well as if the bot is not consuming the purple crystals and not having that button active to run the AI core, I'm sure that will also flag it as a bot. It's probably just like a basic checklist of various things that actually have to be engaged and working, and not have like ultra consistency.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
Bots will also always activate modules at the same length of time. Our AI will not do
We're
that.
under attack.
It actively turns things on and off as needed, and whether or not it actually needs to or not, it still does it. I would almost rather that NetEase hire the person that is making these scripts and bots and make it a feature for the game than to massively limit players. They can still add the purple cones to it. They can still have their little AI activation, the consumption of resources as part of it, but whoever is doing the scripting for Body is way more knowledgeable about how to get things done quickly and efficiently in a video game rather than worrying about like other things trying to activate the thing that you're working on.
Enemy ships detected.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, most botting programs are very simple. If you've ever seen, like, bots in RuneScape, it's essentially the same thing. The script is click here, click there, activate this, wait for message to pop up, go back, click here,
We're under
go back,
attack.
click here, wait for message.
Enemy ships detected.
And you can do all that with Eve Echoes very easily. It is really just click something, hit warp, activate all modules, and let the game do its thing until you get the message of mission clear. And when you want to get into more details, most of these botting scripts that look for a message are looking for not the message itself, but they're looking for like a color of pixel. If you see this color pixel, do this.
Fleet warp.
Warp
Yeah,
drive
Eve Echoes
active.
is so much more simplified versus what EVE Online has. It is significantly harder to bot in EVE Online due to its punishing activities, and that's why most botters in EVE Online are industrialists, because they really only have to deal with belt rats that spawn in. Everything else is just interaction with the ships
We're
itself.
under attack. Shield damaged. Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
I'm thinking I'll do probably like one more system worth of missions. And then, depending on how I'm feeling at that point, I know I'm gonna go and play World of Tanks after this. So I don't know if I'll stream it though. Look at those drones. Look at all those chickens. Yep, Wolf Tanks. If you've never heard of it, it was originally a Russian-made game. Now I think they're located in like Belarus or something like that, or some other country. Because of issues with Russia itself. But tanks,
Enemy
fighting
ships
tanks in
detected.
an arcade-style fashion. 15v15. Lots of thought goes into it, and I am horrible at actually playing the game. No, I wouldn't say I'm horrible. I've gotten better over the years, but it's been a long time, and I really don't improve that much. It ranges anywhere from like early World War II tanks all the way up to early Cold War tanks. And there's like, what is there, 9 different nations now?
We're under attack.
USA, Russia, Germany, Poland, Sweden, Italy, France. I think there's like 2 more, or something like that. Oh, PC is beautiful. Maybe I will stream it if you'll stick around. I don't know. Or I'll leave it as a VOD. Who knows? But I do love World of Tanks.
Fleet warp.
Yep, I used to play World of Warships a lot until they got like
Warp
ultra
drive active.
greedy. Oh my god. Like, the greed of EVE Echoes is very small compared to what World of Warships had done for a long time, and I think the community has corrected them now, but I still won't go back. Yeah, they've, and it's not just for that reason. I play World of Tanks, Eve Echoes, Monster Hunter, War Thunder, and so I've got a lot of the same games that I'm playing. All of them are like
We're
MMO,
under attack.
half of them are PvP, and so I just don't need another game to add to the catalog of things that I'm grinding every day. Yep, I used to play a little bit of League, but I only played it on mobile. I do not like League on PC. And that's literally for one reason only. The way you move your character is awful.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
It's also the reason why I don't like World of Warcraft. I played it for
We're under
15,
attack.
20 hours, and I just hated having to click to go places
Enemy ships detected.
with a game that really has no right not to have more modern controls as an option. I don't know why it doesn't bother me so much in Eve Echoes, because I'm literally clicking everything, but my characters are actively moving. It's not like I'm just standing there waving my hands in the air for 10 seconds while I cast a spell. I hope I make sense with that. I don't hate the game specifically,
We're under
I hate
attack.
the mechanics of movement and combat.
We're under attack.
Like, if League of Legends added just like an on-off toggle for using WASD instead of the mouse to move,
Fleet war.
I'd probably play it.
Warp drive active.
There had been talk about doing it a while back, like 2 or 3 years ago, but I don't know if they ever actually did. And World of Warcraft is kind of like a lost cause. They'll never move away from their well-known mechanics. what they're loved for. I'm just spitting hot takes here. But I do have experience with all of these games. I've given them more than a fair try.
Enemy ships detected.
So, RuneScape. Speaking of all of this, I actually quite liked RuneScape compared to World of Warcraft, and I can't really pinpoint why, because it's the same thing both ways. And maybe it's just down to the fact that I didn't have to click as much, and that's why it didn't bother me as much. But I put, I think it was 20 hours into an Iron Man account. And then decided that I wanted to make a ring of smithing so I could make iron equipment and armors to get to the next tier. Which turned out to be a huge and massive waste of time. So after 20 hours, deciding to make this ring so I could make
Enemy ships
iron bars
detected.
at 100% efficiency,
We're
I
under
wasted
attack.
10 hours grinding a whole nother skill just so I could have the opportunity to build this ruby ring and then enchant it through some NPC just so I could make iron bars at 100% efficiency, which only took me, I don't know, like 190 bars. Just to get through to the next tier, which took me less than like 30 minutes to actually craft those bars after I had mined them, which was probably like 2 or 3 hours worth of mining. Which after that I was like, you know what, this ain't worth me doing anymore. It was a good experience overall, but I'm not gonna spend 10 hours on another skill just to do one thing that takes me 30 minutes to do when I could have just done it in half the time with 50% efficiency. it's the huge problem of RuneScape.
Autopilot engaged.
And at that point, I was starting to get into skills that take
Warp drive
multiple
active.
hours of paying attention to whatever you're doing at a minimum level. Like, just making sure that you're clicking a rock every, like, 45 seconds. And then when you're full on inventory, you'd have to click to get back to a bank and drop it off, and then go back to the rock and do that for multiple hours. Man, that just wasn't going to be good for my time management.
Warp drive active.
So that's the only reason I don't think I'll play RuneScape again.
Destination reached.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
But when I get a game that I actually like, I will pour thousands of hours into them. Like Eve Echoes, for example, I have no idea how many hours I actually have in Eve Echoes. All I know is what amount of skill points I have. And I could probably calculate it. It wouldn't be that hard to calculate, I don't think. Especially since I've played since, launch.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Yeah, I really do like Mobile Legends. It is so much fun. It pisses me off every once in a while. But it is so much fun. Yeah, I main goodness. I main Alpha, Medane, and God, why can I never remember my favorite healer? Gosh darn it.
Enemy ships detected.
I always forget his name. Yep, Estes. That's his name. Estes. He's honestly my favorite character, is Estes.
We're under attack.
Yeah, my friend and we will run Angela and Estes together on either bottom or top. And just very few people can actually counter
Fleet
that.
warp.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, he's always permabanned. He's gotten a lot worse since he was originally released, because, dear God, he was overpowered when he was released. You literally could not get away from him. Unfortunately, they kind of nerfed the way that I like to play him, which is as, like, a jungler. He doesn't get nearly as good of a jungle as he used to.
We're under attack. Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
Yeah, once he started falling
Shield
off, I moved
damage.
over to Alpha because my friend said, you know what, just play him, see if you like him. And all I do is spam the buttons and win. That's all he does. He doesn't have thought behind him. Alpha is just keep range until you're ready to grab them and then spam every button.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
I don't mind random off-topic tangents. It's a good time. There's not much to talk about when we're playing the alphas. It's the same repetitive thing, so talking about other games or things you're happy about or whatever you're enjoying at the time is much more interesting than here we go, we shoot ship, we go to next anomaly. Hey, we crossed the 500 million mark. Look at that.
Fleet warp.
Alright, now we gotta get my other two characters up there.
Warp drive active.
Only halfway to 1 billion. So we're like a third of the way to our goal. Nice. Yeah, you gotta use up those commendations. I've been sitting on my commendations for a long time on my main characters. I just don't use them that often, and I really should. I get 10 per week.
We're under attack. Enemy ships detected.
I honestly wish, like, if I wasn't using the commendations, that I could, like, turn them into, like, commendation vouchers or something. So that way when I do want to have, like, an all-out use of them, I could have, like, a bunch of them saved up as a voucher.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, even if it was like a 2-to-1 or a 3-to-1, I would not mind. I just like to be able to use them and save them up until I really want to use them. It would also be nice if those could be sold on the market, because there's plenty of people that would be wanting to buy those.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
Well, so far the new headset and microphone sound fine. I don't notice any audio problems or weird distortion quite yet. But we won't really know until I go into Dormant Realms and see if it triggers anything. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the wires or the aux port acting up. I'm not sure why it would happen only when I undock or when I enter Dormant Realm, but okay.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack. Enemy ships detected.
I don't think I participated in actually fighting. Was there a new one that happened recently? Because I know there was the other one. I did I did the survey,
We're under attack.
and I put in a question there, but I didn't do any, like, typing in the AMA itself. I mostly just read what other people were looking.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, Perimeter is actually a lot worse bounty tick. Like, almost 300,000 less than I would do in Perimeter. Interesting. Or in Farm. They're like,
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack. Shield damaged.
oh, they are not far at all. They are struggling with this Concord Pass today.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
I've got to get them caught up. So that's why I did the dormant stuff on Monday, so I can focus on these characters the rest of the week. Because I've got to get them taken care of. My main characters can do Concord Pass by just launching PI 4 days. I can deal with that. But these alphas need a lot more attention for the Concord Pass. I pretty much said that each of those boxes that I opened for the Concord Pass was worth about 60 million-ish. 50 to 60 million. And right now I can only get like 2 boxes. Yeah, I think bounty tasks are a bit harsh, but being online is also way more harsh for them as well. Because I've got the encounter tasks here as well to try to help push it along.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
Maybe what I should do instead of like the 10 million and the 20 million, or is that, what is that, 100, 200 million? No, it's 20 million. Instead of those two, I could probably go with like the time-related ones for 15 minutes and 30 minutes online. And it would be faster point gain. Let's see.
Enemy ships detected. We're
So in order
under
for me
attack.
to complete the 20 million bounty tick task, it will take 13 bounty ticks at 1.5 million for each tick. The ships destroyed is a really bad one because some ships will end up stealing more kills than others, and you're just not gonna gain those ship kills because it's based on last hit. Let's see, you get like how much do you get from 8 points for 60 minutes, 2 points for 15 minutes.
Enemy ships detected.
That's 26 points, so I would be gaining less from the 15-minute task and the 30-minute task. I'd be getting 26, pretty much 28 points from the 15-minute one versus like the 30 points from the 20 million, or 60 points. Hello, Jitter. Good to see you. Welcome back. How you doing? what is the most unfortunate part of Eve Echoes? The missions are going fine. I'm not really struggling with anything. We're just kind of bruising our way through. We've made our way to 500 million ISK, so we're 1/3 of the way to our goal. That's awesome.
Warp drive active.
But the most unfortunate thing with Eve Echoes is its community. There's not enough people putting out information about Eve Echoes. When you look at something like EVE Online, if you want to find any information on EVE Online, you can literally just look it up, and somebody has made a damage chart, an Excel spreadsheet, a guide on how to complete it, a list of the enemies that are important. Like, we just don't get that in EVE Echoes. Everything is just very trial by fire. If you're in a corp or an alliance, it's a little bit better, but there's really not that much.
We're under attack.
Like, if you just look at our alpha characters right now, someone at this level of the game would be asking,
Enemy ships detected.
what is the most ISK I can get
We're under attack.
in the shortest amount of time as an alpha pilot? And honestly, there's gonna be like 4 different answers.
Shield damage.
Missions in low sec, story missions, high sec missions, and market. Industry isn't even an option for an alpha.
Shield damaged.
And of those 4 answers, playing the market requires you to have money, so you're an alpha player, you don't have money. Good luck.
We're under attack.
Running low-sec missions is possible, but it's not like... It's not easy for an alpha to do. Low-sec story missions are extraordinarily dangerous between the enemies and the people looking to kill you while you're running them. And so you're left with high-sec missions.
Enemy ships detected.
And yes, it's the lowest income of the bunch, but it's also completely safe and very time-consuming. And missions leads to Concord Pass, which you can sell things through from the Concord Pass onto the market, and that gets you money. But otherwise, you're stuck at this level making 20 million ISK in like 3 hours. It's really
We're
quite
under
bad.
attack.
It's a lot better than like lower tiers, but Tech 7 doesn't get any better. You're stuck with the same income at Tech 7. At Tech 8, you get another bump in
We're
income.
under attack.
And at Tech 8, you can do a
Fleet
lot more of
war.
those low-sec stuff
Warp drive
safely.
active.
And at Tech 8, you really should be looking at, like, getting into a corporation and null and stuff like that, and getting access to much more lucrative content than high sec.
We're under attack.
But none of this information, none of this information is very widely available unless you're in a corporation or an alliance. Otherwise, as an alpha pilot in just like the Rando Corp and the help channel, you're gonna get every answer under the sun, and none of it's actually going to be useful. You can look it up online, but wait, there's not a single Eve Echoes wiki with useful information. Reddit's gonna yell at you for being an alpha pilot. So, you're really left with YouTube content creators for your information.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
I'm really very surprised that the mobile gaming community has not taken Eve Echoes and just broken it down to its absolute minimum. There's not even like an Eve Echoes marketplace database. It's just go look at the market on the game, find out. Like, we don't have historical data unless you've been in the game long enough to remember what prices were. There's been a couple of corporations I've interacted with that
Enemy
have
ships
sort
detected.
of a historical data chart, but none of them are extraordinarily good or useful for actual market information. So there's just a lack of overall information for Eve Echoes. Try looking up how to get a nanocore or how to upgrade a nanocore. You'll get Sheev, and that's pretty much it. The rest of them are just like, here's my nanocore. I'm not going to show you that you have to pay Aurum to upgrade to AI. I'm not going to show you that it's going to take these materials to get these stats, that you can re-roll them with these other materials. And even Benzi, as good as his tutorials were, was still lacking a lot of information just because the game was lacking information. If you go back and watch many of his videos, they're quite outdated at this point.
Fleet war.
Warp drive active.
And many of his, like, new beginner tutorials that don't have to do with, like, a weapon system are just like, yeah, you go and do this. He doesn't really show you, like, how to get whatever it is, or where to access to get to that kind of stuff. I think I only remember, like, 2 videos he's covered for new players on Encounters. And that's really unfortunate. I wish he had stuck around to become that go-to person for literally all the information. But, you know, it is what it is. He had very valid reasons for leaving, and he's enjoying his time a lot in EVE Online, and I'm glad for that.
Enemy ships detected.
I really wish, like, we had some Benzie equivalent videos for capital ships, and, What's-His-Face does really well with them, but since he's on the test server and not using it in real-world usage, like with a fleet or whatever, yeah, that was really rough. You would think that as, like, a content creator, all they had to do was copy and paste his name. They didn't even have to, like, write
Enemy
it
ships
themselves,
detected.
and they still got it wrong. I felt so bad for him. What was that guy's name? I watch him literally, like, every time he puts out a video, and somehow I just don't remember his name. But he covers a lot of the capital stuff. Virtual, yes. Thank you. I keep thinking of, another guy that's very similar to him, but he does EVE Online, and his name is Aceface. Love his videos. But, yeah, Virtual. Really awesome guy. Does a thorough job on covering, like, the ship's effects on itself. But I'd love to see him do some other stuff. I know he's really into PvP, and so that's why he doesn't cover, like, PvE that much, other than, like, a basic, here's what it's gonna do. Just in general, EVE Echoes has a very lacking community information
Fleet
area.
warp.
Whether it be a content creator that runs
Warp drive
HiSec,
active.
I'm pretty much like the only one, if not, there's probably like one other one that does HiSec related stuff. 90% of them are PvP. Sheev and like many others are very, very PvP oriented. And so you don't really have that many people doing PvE content other than V-Town. V-Town doesn't talk about what he does. He just shows you and then kind of moves on. Yeah, I just think the community deserves a content creator that can really go into detail like Venti used to on every aspect of the game. There should be at least one for each category, PvP, PvE, and industry, that are very detail-oriented, can cover all the information, can show off the usage of that information, and are regular uploads.
Enemy ships detected.
Whether it be once a week, once a month, whatever. We also have almost 0 content creators that will cover brand new stuff that comes out in a loot crate. There'll be people like Virtual and V-Town that will have that content like
We're under attack.
a month after it comes out, and then it becomes a video for them. But you never get that like day one release information. When Virtual had access to the test servers, he would cover it pretty often, whether or not it had a ton of bugs with it, and that was awesome. But as I understand it, they killed the content creator test servers.
Enemy ships detected.
Yeah, that's why you haven't seen him post anything about, like, the bodyguards. He just covered the patch notes and then moved on. And he definitely won't cover it if somebody doesn't gift him one. There's only one other guy currently doing videos on the Naglfar bodyguard. Was it the Naglfar? Yeah, the Naglfar bodyguard. He's uploaded like 4 videos on it, running low second anomalies. Yes, him. So we really are lacking in the high-end content creators as well. There's one gentleman who does PvP in frigates. He's pretty awesome. His videos are great.
Active.
I love seeing him. He went away for a while, came back, and now he's back to his frigate PvP. So I'm glad there's that content being made. But that's kind of why I stepped into what I'm doing, because long-form content and live stream content are just not available. As well as I'm in a position where I can show off like some of the new content like day 1 or day 2 in the actual game and how it's functioning with realistic skills. Not just maxed out 555 on everything. Yes. Yeah, it's hard to do anything as a content creator for the developers, especially when there's like NDAs, just no access to the information. They won't find out about some things until literally the day the patch notes come out.
Enemy ships detected.
Ooh, that would hurt. Yeah, I'd like to be that sort of go-to person for high-sec and like kind of the new content. I don't know how long or how often I can always access that new content.
We're under attack.
But I'll show off things that I am interested in for certain.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
I think there's only like 3 people that I'm aware of that are actively showing off multi-boxing as well for this game.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
There might be 4 if we're lucky. To be fair though, it is hard to show off.
We're under attack. ships detected.
Yeah, there was me, Harden, and I think one other foreign guy. But I don't think he had many videos to begin with. I think he may have only had like 1 or 2 videos. Yeah, if not for Harden, I would not be multi-boxing. Harden definitely showed me that it can be done and that is actually beneficial to do rather than
Enemy
just
ships
extra
detected.
things you can do and more grind. It was really nice seeing that. And I've always wanted to do Dormant Realm, so watching him run his Ravens and Raven Navies through Dormant Realm is pretty much what got me to where I'm at now. Yeah, he's a very busy man, as far as I understand it. And so watching him be able to make the income in such a short amount of time, doing what he was doing, made me think that, well, if I just do what I'm doing, but with 2 extra ships, it should help me. Why not? What's the worst
Fleet
thing that could
War.
happen, realistically?
Warp drive active.
And so far, it's been a lot of fun, just bouncing between three different characters and maintaining shield and armor and making sure that everything is working as intended. And now I get to do Dormant Realms and capital ships. That's super cool. And to top it all off, I have you guys here watching me, and it just makes everything so much better.
We're under attack.
Let's see, did they update their hotfix update on Discord? Because they just posted it. Is it gonna contain new information? Or is it just gonna be the bug fix? Yeah, it's just gonna be the bug fix. Darn it. I was really hoping for an additional, like, patch note information. How did I not encounter the high slot weapon bug
Enemy
with
ships
the,
detected.
dreads, with the bodyguards?
We're under attack. Shield damaged.
Yeah, they really do mean it. I'm sure there'll be something else that's messed up afterward. I'm surprised they haven't, compensated for the Rorqual slaughter. I know probably some people are getting their ships back and things, but that kind of affected the whole server in some ways. Not being able to dock is a huge problem. Do we know the final tally of, like, all of the capital ship, or all of the industrial ships that got caught by that and killed? Last I had heard, it was like 35. Yeah,
Enemy ships detected.
you missed all that? Oh my god. There was like
We're under attack.
35 Rorquals and Covenant 2s and other industrial ships that literally could not dock, and they were hunted by people in Null.
Armor damaged.
Yeah, if you go look at like
Armor
the
damaged.
kill mails and stuff, you'll just see a huge wall of Rorquals that have been killed all on one day. This was like, what day was that? Oh man, that was like beginning of last week or something?
We're under attack.
Yeah, my alliance and corporation had many announcements saying, hey, do not
We're
undock
under attack.
in any of these ships. They can and will encounter that bug. And then they also said that there was a lot of people hunting them down as well, which there was. Oh, I think,
Fleet warp.
I don't think anymore.
Warp
I've
drive
lost.
active.
I've lost it. Yeah, industry ships really got jacked over in that one. And, many of them I've heard are getting back, like, the usual compensation. But there were a lot of, like, Beaver and... Oh yeah, Orcas were affected by it too. There was, like, a bunch of Beaver modules and red mods and blue mods that dropped with all that, and those people are not getting those back as far as I've heard. It's just the usual compensation. They got their ship back, and whatever modules did not drop. And that was a weird flicker of the light.
Enemy ships detected.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really bad. I wonder if the price on those skyrocketed yet.
We're under attack. We're under attack. Shield damaged. Enemy ships detected.
Yeah, as far as I can tell, it really only affected Rorquals, Orcas, and Covenant 2s. I'm not sure why the Covenant 2 was affected, but it was. Or if maybe the Covenant 2s were just a casualty of people going after the Rorquals and the Orcas. just one of the many reasons why I like living in HiSec. I can actually dock my ship.
Fleet warp.
Yeah,
Warp
I
drive
would assume
active.
it's just collateral. But if they were affected by it, that'd be insane. Why don't we have mining drones for the strip miners yet? I need that. Let's see, I wonder if I can... Let's see. Go here. Go here. Yep. So this is one of
We're
the...
under attack.
Yep. This is one of the ones here that got compensated. It says, "Dear pilot slash N, we fixed the black screen issue that could occur while mining. We apologize for any inconvenience this may have caused and compensated you for the losses incurred. Please dock at the station to collect your compensation. Thank you for your patience and support." And he got his
Enemy
red mod
ships
back,
detected.
but I think he did not drop his red mod. Yeah, those... Wow, I've got to do the math on that. That's actually insane. So in
Enemy
total
ships
on that
detected.
one, over the course of that glitch's life,
We're under attack.
462 kill mails were recorded during that glitch on just industrial ships. That would be freighters, haulers, miners. On our Discord, somebody made a graph of all of the kill mails within that lifespan. 462 ships.
Complete warp.
Oh
Warp
look, are
drive
we on our
active.
last anomaly? Wow. Yeah, it was like the assassination of
attack.
industry. I wonder what the total, like, value of that was. I'm not gonna go through and add up 462 kill mails, but that sounds incredible. Yeah,
Enemy ships detected.
it was like an Easter egg hunt, but every single Easter egg is just
We're
like out in
under
the open.
attack.
And brightly colored.
We're under attack. We're under attack. Enemy ships detected.
It's all good, even when things aren't working as intended. It's null. The shield warnings, no! There is no better way than to absolutely make you panic. Okay, quiet. Oh, come on. Okay, I need to go find another bounty to duplicate. Huh. Yay. Alright, we are at 500 million on each of the characters. That was a pretty successful day. Realistically, right now as it sits, I can put one character in Omega if I could find a way to transfer all of my ISK into another character. Yep, great progress today. So I will go ahead and dock up. We'll grab these nanocore rewards. We'll grab
Autopilot
our
engaged.
Concord Pass. I think we'll just go ahead and reprocess
Warp
the
drive
nanocores and hope that we can get sellable stuff. Wait, why am I going to Gina? Okay, whatever. I'll make it work. Oh.
Warp drive active. Docking request accepted.
Okay. Grab our supplies. We've got our supplies. We've just got to become Omega to get the rest of that. Okay. Now, let's see here. What is the most efficient ship for us to grab? It doesn't really matter because I'm not trained into any of these. So if I hit reprocess, nope, they are clone bound. Okay. What if I just... just do it? Alright, so we can't get any value out of the nanocore, unfortunately, other than these. These are actually really good value for us. Let's head back to perimeter before I grab my loot from the Concord Pass.
Autopilot engaged. Undocking. Warp drive active.
That was almost a perfect picture.
Warp drive active. Docking request accepted.
So we made roughly about 27 million today. A little over that. It's probably more like 30 million. Not bad at all. And we got a bunch of experience to go with it. Let's see. I don't know which one of these is still making weird noises. We are going to be at 49 days. Alright. So thank you all so much for joining me today. I will be moving over to World of Tanks in just a bit. I'll probably stream it. So if you want to stay by and wait for the next stream in like 15 minutes or so while I get ready for that, take care. If you'd like to find me, you can find me at Orion Ikeoa. I have a link in the description, and it will take you to YouTube or Twitch. I stream fairly often, I would say, and if you'd like to go there, leave me a like or a follow, whatever you want. A comment would be really nice. It makes my day to be able to see your comments and respond to them. It means the world to me. So thank you all so much for joining me, and have a good day.